Hi, I'm doing my hair. Welcome to Strength Reversed. It's Amy. Thank you so much for being here. I haven't been here in a little while because I've been busy doing fun stuff. And one of the fun things I did a couple weekends ago was I spent the weekend in West Palm Beach, Florida at StarCon. And it was on my bucket list for a long time to go to a tarot conference, and I finally did, and I loved it. And I learned a lot, but the best part was that I finally got to meet live and in person two of my very good tarot friends, Rosemary from Good Journeys Tarot and Marion Kirk from Marion K Tarot, who was there all the way from Scotland to present. And it was very surreal because they were finally there in the flesh instead of in the virtual. But it was almost like I had just talked to them the other day, because we see each other online, but they're real. And so we have been, both Rosemary and Marion and I have been talking for a couple of years about meeting at StarCon, and it finally happened. So I was really happy to meet them and a lot of other tarot people. So there was that. And I do have some Christmas presents that I've been playing with, some tarot Christmas presents. And I have one that I'm going to share with you today. Well, I want to show you this. This is from my friend Sarah, my bestie. And this is you can't really see it, but it is a Strength tarot card. She tried to get it upside down, but they wouldn't do it upside down. So I've been having fun wearing that. Okay. What I'm going to show you today is a deck that Michael gave to me for Christmas, and that is the Pulp Tarot. Now, this was not on a wish list or anything. He just got it, and he usually has pretty good taste. So here is the box that it comes in. It looks like a little book, and it's very cute. I did remember to bring my glasses, so let me just read the back of the box. The Pulp Tarot gives the traditional tarot card deck a new twist, with a cast of characters captured from the glorious repository of pulp illustration. Ready to unleash the secret forces pulsing vibrantly within every living soul and lay bare the squirming, throbbing life within? It's funny and it's really cheeky, and I kind of like it. So let me just show you. Here is, ye old Rider-Waite, and this is the back of the Pulp Tarot. It's kind of an optical illusion. And I thought, oh no, it's going to say something else when you flip it around, but it doesn't. It hurts your brain to look at this for too long. So the back is reversible, which I really like, and I do love the red and black colors. It is a standard tarot card size. And also, if you went and bought this standard RWS, that kind of, cardstock is exactly what kind of cardstock this is, which doesn't bother me, but I know some people like to know the deets about the cardstock. I have a list here, so I want to make sure I don't forget to tell you anything about this. Let me open this. I will open it. It has the little ribbon, which I immediately tugged on and ripped off of the box. So I have to fix that with some Gorilla Glue or something. It comes, see where I ripped it? That's a bummer. But here is the deck with these awesome backs. But then when you go like this, it's not as awesome. So there's that, and then there's that. And I have to edge this deck. I don't wanna, I gotta, okay? I don't like to edge things. I just had a deck mod mishap. It was an epic fail where I edged my holographic Rider-Waite, and it's smudge, and I have to go back and fix that. I just need a better marker. I know the version of this deck that was on Kickstarter came with red edges, and that looks way better because it's almost like naked when you look at it. So that needs to be fixed. It does come with a little white book, but usually these little white books that come with, every tarot deck, I kind of just, toss, but this one is very good, and I would suggest you read through it because the glossary of meanings is unique to this deck, which I love. I really appreciate that. It has probably the best description of any tarot book I've ever read of why tarot works and why you have stalker cards. So it's worth it just to read that. But let me read to you about why pulp. It says, why pulp? For me, it has to do with gut impact. Pulp illustrations and the other mid-century American illustrations I've drawn from when creating this deck were designed to grab the viewer's attention. Pulp illustrations had to compete with hundreds of other illustrations on magazine and book covers at the corner magazine stand. That means that they tended toward hyperbole and sensationalism with dynamic compositions, saturated colors, and overstated emotions. Everything is bigger in pulp illustration. Juicier, spicier, more dramatic. A pulp illustration had to punch through the noise of an ocean of printed matter, and the best pulp artists learned to get to the point as fast and dramatically as possible. Their illustration style was so effective, it's impossible to think of stories from the pulp era without seeing through the eyes of these artists. That is everything I like in a tarot deck. It just is dramatic, it's bright colors, it's bold, and it gets to the point. And so this, I thought, after I read that, that's going to be the deck for me. The entries are unique, like I said, and as I go through the deck, I'll read you a couple of the ones that I find especially funny or poignant. Of course, I'll read the Strength card. So here is the Fool card. I'll just show you one card up close. It does have a border. I don't really mind borders, especially borders like this that are understated. But like any tarot card, if it didn't have a border, that would be like even better. I'll show you this up close. Every card looks a little bit like a magazine cover or a comic book cover. And this little icon says Major Arcana. So that is the Fool. And I am going to turn and give you my initial impressions. Now, I've browsed through the deck like once, maybe twice, but I haven't really done a whole lot of contemplating because when I walk through it, I like to give you my initial impressions. So I marked a few entries in the book that I thought you might want to hear just to hear a sample of the kind of information that's in there. And I will go through the cards right now. Okay, here it is. This is the Pulp Tarot by Todd Alcott, and I will just go through in order. I love how bold these pictures are. Let me see if I can... The High Priestess, we have her little note here, the keys, the peace signs. I love this Empress because she is very empressy, but she also looks like she could fuck you up. Like she looks like she would win in a bar fight. The Emperor. Aw, he kind of reminds me of Michael. And he's got that fist. The Hierophant is a little bit creepy. This, to me, is just hilarious. So this is a more traditional lover's card with the 3 people in it. Here's Strength, and I will read to you the Strength description. Strength wears a sporty white beach ensemble to show her purity and a crown of flowers to show she's at one with nature. The lion is not her pet. They just met, but already the lion is perfectly comfortable around her because Strength is all about using grace to control brute impulses. And Strength is number 8. I like the contrast of this Hermit card, that it's black and white. I'll read Justice to you. Justice is not here to mess around. Justice is here to kick ass and take names. Her pillars represent strength and fairness, but the fire at her back shows her anger and force. She's got a pair of scales somewhere, but right now she's getting ready to mete out justice with her terrible swift sword. This reminds me of the movie Vertigo or something. I knew in this deck that the death card had to be a great card. This one says the enslaved woman and the enslaved man. That's kind of cute. I think I had one of those, and the springs would always pinch your legs. Okay, Judgment was a little creepy for me. Time's up. The world is ending, and it's time to go. A corpse rises from its grave. Maybe that means it's being called up to heaven, and maybe it means that the zombie apocalypse has arrived. Judgment is the final buzzer of the tarot. Wherever you are in your life, it's time to be reborn. Shed your skin, shed the earth, stand tall, rise. Just remember that as you rise, you put yourself up for judgment from others. Ah! Oh my gosh. What's happening? Sorry, my tripod almost fell over. I like this world card. It's very modern. And here we have the suit of wands. Now, one thing as I looked through that I noticed, I really like my minors to kind of be thematic as far as the colors and the elements associated with each suit. So I like to be able to look at a card and just by the colors know that it's wands. And that doesn't really happen in this deck, but I do think the pictures are great. I really like that. I love the court cards in this deck. So here are the cups. That's a cute card. A lot of these cards remind me of Alfred Hitchcock movies. The swords. I mean, I guess that is simple and dramatic and to the point, but I was kind of hoping for something a little more kitschy. Sorry, this tripod is a little precarious. Monty Python. Again, it feels like Alfred Hitchcock, which I like. That's pretty cool. And the pentacles. So there we go. That is the Pulp Tarot. I think I really like this deck. I haven't really used it to read, but I adore the illustrations. And if you have this deck, let me know what you like about it or what you wish was different. I definitely have to edge this deck. And I'm going to maybe watch some tutorials because I think the reason why my Light Seers deck edged well was because it's dark on the back, and so anything that smudged you couldn't see. I'm not an artsy craftsy person. I want it done. I'm the kind of person who's like, I'd rather pay someone else some money to edge my deck and do it right than to take the time to do it myself. Okay, I hope you like this deck, you guys. I'm excited about it, and I'll be back soon to show you some more of my Christmas presents. Bye.